want to start this video off by saying using your sexuality is not enough anymore. It's not the 1970s. Sex has become so easy to get, and decent and quality people has become so hard to find. Sex appeal can get a man in the door for 24 hours, keep him in there for a little bit, but you need something a little bit more than that to keep him in for longer than 24, okay? Sex appeal alone does not get you far. I promise you. Everybody nowadays, if you scroll on Instagram, you're gonna see a big booty, a pretty face, and a smile. It's not hard to get access to those things. What's next, sis? What else do you got cooking?
It's Amber J. Lee. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's learn, pretty girls. And also, while you're here, just follow my Instagram as I also post updates.
If you are smart, you know that sex appeal does not help with long-term dating in the long run. What has brought me to this video, because I don't know if you know a woman called Superhead. She's old school, probably like early 2000s video vixen. And she posted a video on TikTok that's going viral of her saying that she used her sexuality to get what she wants and that black women should be naked more and use their sexuality. Now, you can see where that landed Superhead. She was basically, back then, a Brittany Renner. Like, she was just that girl, sleep with everybody. Everybody would use her for fellatio. That's how she got the name Superhead. Like, she was just an all-around fun girl. And she's just basically telling these women to do the same thing. And it's just like, and women are, I'm gonna put the video up there so you can see, but women are actually saying, yeah, she's a genius for real. Sis, what's genius about being used for sex and nobody's wife? This is who is influencing people. This is why so many women in our community, I'm in my early 20s and I know this. This is why women are 37, 38 scrambling for a husband, because they use their sex appeal all the way up until then. And then when the sex appeal ran out, now they're like, damn, what else can I offer? Because my sex appeal is all I had.
I've been completely naked on a video before and have girls just really not understand the art and the beauty of being a naked black woman under the sun by a pool. There's a lot of jealousy and a lot of misunderstanding going on about the sexuality, especially of the black woman. I think that, and a lot of times it's been made to seem dirty or hoish, or you can't do this, you can't do that. A woman like as myself, I use my sexuality 100% all the time, every day of the year. That we're shunned, or we're made to feel like we're doing something wrong because we use what we have, basically by the women that don't use it, or that don't know how to use it, or that wish that they could use it.
Your sex appeal can work for about, what, 18, 20 years. After that, you get too old and you need something else. You need something else. Older men tend to like modest women. Younger men usually who are new to sex, like the big butt, they like that stuff. But when men get older and they start having corporate business and stuff like that, they don't want a woman walking around with their boobs out, butt out. I don't care what you want to call it. I don't care how you feel about it. It's just the truth, and you can't change the world, okay? You can follow down the path of superhead if you want to, and you can be superhead and super broke, okay? Because the guys you're doing it to, it ain't gonna be them highball players. Because it's too many, they got too many to choose from. And if you do become that girl, you're only gonna get one chance. You're gonna get one, he gonna screw you one time, maybe twice. 3 times if you're lucky, and then he's gonna move off and find his wife who got clothes on. But older men with money, they have so much access to women that sex appeal doesn't even shock them anymore. That's just a given. So you saying that's all I need, sis, you're shortening yourself and you're limiting yourself, and you're saying this is all I need because this is all I'm worth. Point blank period. And we have enough of that in our community. You can step out here, you can see the dating scene. It's a mess because everybody is sleeping with everybody. Nobody wants long-term commitment. Everybody wants a perfect individual. This is why the relationships that are going on today are not working. So you can see firsthand. And guess how? And so you can go outside. You can even log on to Instagram and see everybody has sex appeal. But guess what? We're the most single. We're the most complaining about men. We're the most this, that, and the third. You know why? We're the most least married. You know why? Because sex appeal, yes, that's a given. But who is actually getting in long-lasting relationships? Sometimes when you have too much sex appeal, that can run a guy away, especially a mature man, because they'll give him thoughts in his head like, she got a little too much of it. She weaponizes it too much. And that can be a turnoff for some men, especially mature men. It really can. Recently, I went and I sat in a hotel lobby. It's a fancy hotel downtown, and I saw the NBA players come in. And girl, ahead of time, I was drinking with a friend, and I seen the woman that they were with. The women they were with were plain Janes, barely any tattoos, natural faces, real slim, average, everyday pretty girls, and had little to no sex appeal. Those girls are winning. The black Chiners are not winning. The superheads aren't winning. Those women are not winning. Those women are not being rushed down the aisle. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care. They're not. So I want the young girl to watch this video and understand that. You probably won't listen, but come back to this video in 10 years when you're 30, and then you're going to want to listen. One thing that all those women had, which I can tell by looking at them, was common sense. And believe it or not, common sense is not common, which basically disqualifies a bunch of you. Morals, which a lot of you guys don't have, so that's already more than half out the way. And to just not be lazy and want to be more than just pretty. So that's damn near 98% of you. And that's just me being honest. Like, I talk to women all the time. A lot of you guys are just lazy and you think that the world should just be given to you because you're pretty. And I want you to understand that it's a million pretty girls on Instagram. You're not special. I'm not special. But I need you guys to come to this reality. You may be special to the bums around you because nobody else is as pretty as you. But you're not really special. And I noticed that we are in a social media addicted world where everybody just needs that quick dopamine hit, and they're using their hypersexuality and whatever the items they can get and trying to replace that with love. Like, a lot of people don't want relationships. They just want attention. They just want attention and someone to just give people money to. A lot of you guys just want to be sugar babies without the title. Men too, because a lot of men out here like that too. Y'all want to be sugar babies without the title. People who tend to be hypersexual, this is something I studied. People who tend to be hypersexual, they tend to have some sort of mental illness, whether it be depression, severe anxiety. Usually in a manic phase of bipolar, people tend to have hypersexual tendencies. People who are just calm, collective, know that they are worth more than their bodies, they tend to be in a healthy state of mind. I want to let you know that posting your nudes and posting money and flashing everything and just letting people know everything about you, it's not worth it in the long run, because as you get that dopamine hit of everybody talking about you and knowing you, and people don't want to know more about you because they already know everything. You don't expose all your cards. People don't care about you anymore. You're gonna crash. You're gonna crash because guess what? What you had, you already gave it all away. So people don't want to see any more of it, because it's almost like a pencil. You write with a pencil used down to the nub. You done wrote the pencil out. The pencil was down to the nub. You discarded the pencil and you get a brand new one who has not been used. It's the same thing with people, men and women. It's the same thing with people. And that's just the reality of human nature, regardless. It's not sexism, it's not misogyny, it's not misandry. It's just the human nature of people. People like things that everybody cannot access. Like, why do you think when people get Rolex and say, oh, this is a one of one? People like things that a lot of people cannot access. Point blank, period. People like exclusive clubs, exclusive outfits, exclusive jewelry. People like things that, exclusive people. Why is that? We like things that people have not ran through. So I had a female friend, and we aren't friends anymore, but I had a female friend, and she used to always just post everything. Number one day I told her, I said, you know that the less people know, the better. And some things are just better kept as a secret. Like, you don't have to tell people everything about you. And she got frustrated with me, but then again, I had to take a step back and look at her life. She doesn't have anybody telling her that she's beautiful, I'm proud of you, this, then, the third. She doesn't have that. So what she does, she goes look for it on social media. And I noticed that when people who post nudes are hypersexual, they don't have that at home. So they go looking for it on the internet. So when you see somebody doing something on Instagram and doing something that's outrageous for clout, people don't have that at home. A lot of people don't have love at home. They don't have love within themselves, so they seek it. Some people are addicted to attention because they don't get any. And I was watching a Little Yachty interview, and he was saying how he stopped having sex because he just had so much of it. It was just so easy accessible, and that he wants something different. And it's just like, men with status, they have so much easy access to it that they aren't fawning over the first thing that shows their ass crack. That's safe to say they aren't. And if they are, it's for one night, because they know it's 10 more years going to show the same ass crack, just in different colors. Like, it's just like, you got to be different. You got to have something else. And I feel like the modest girl is more likely to be chased after nowadays than the one that's just showing it all out there. That's just what the world has came to, and actually the world has kind of been that way. But at one point in the season, being an Instagram girl or being about a girl, Instagram girl was the wave for a few years. Not gonna lie. You have to ask yourself, am I posting on social media for an ego boost, or am I just posting just to post because I want to share my content? But if I don't get that pushback that I'm used to, if I don't get a lot of pushback, I'm still confident in who I am. I'm okay with that. And these likes don't define me. Once likes and stuff like that doesn't define you, you will live a better life. You will know that you don't need outward sexual validation. You don't need financial validation. You don't need any of that to make yourself feel better. But if you ask yourself right now, who am I posting for? And you have to even think about it. You're not posting for you. You're posting for other people. And even if you go back to the video of her, Superhead, saying, oh, Black people just knew this, it makes you feel powerful. That right there shows you that it's just oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. Look, give me all the attention. Look at my body. Give me all the attention. Look at me. I'm addicted to the attention you're giving me. I'm using this to get attention because they feel like that's all they're worth and that's all they have. I'm telling you, this is how the human psyche works, because she doesn't feel powerful with clothes on. People will pay more attention when she's naked than when she's clothed. If you read her book, she wrote a book just like Brittany Renner. If you read her book, it's the same thing. They need that attention. And she, even in years after she posted that video that people are praising, she came out and saying she regrets all the things she done. And that it was some disgusting men that did not deserve her body. Even Brittany Renner is going on this apology tour. Sexuality has fizzled out. We are at its peak. It is now crashing because now everybody has a big butt. Everybody got big boobs. Everybody got a flat stomach. Everybody has a cute face. Everybody got lip fillers. It's done. Being cute has reached its peak. What's next? What's next is all I'm saying. What's next? Gain substance, because Superhead, after she gave you that Superhead, she had no more substance. Dudes wasn't calling her back. Gained substance.